Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Scott here, and today we're going to be talking about how the Lakers should build around Anthony Davis. After acquiring Anthony Davis, the Lakers are tasked with putting a team around him and LeBron. Because the trade was agreed upon before the draft, there's a lot of factors that go into how much cap space they'll have to add players. The goal going into this offseason, with or without Anthony Davis, was to get a max player. Now that they agreed on the trade, it's important that they get as close as possible to the max salary slot of $32.7 million. It first starts off with when the trade is finalized. If it's finalized on July 6th, which is the earliest possible date, that means that they'll have just $23.7 million in cap space, assuming AD takes his trade bonus of $4.1 million. If he doesn't, then they'll have $27.8 million. They can also clear a little bit more space if they move Mo Wagner and Isaac Bonga without taking back any salary. This gets them to $29.5 million, which is only $3 million off from the full max. Any scenario that involves finalizing the trade on July 6th leaves the Lakers with less cap space than they need for a max player, which is why they're going to try and wait until July 30th to finalize the trade. Finalizing on July 30th gives them a guaranteed $32.5 million in room, which is pretty much a full max slot. As far as building around AD, if they do everything in their power to clear the space or get the Pelicans to wait until July 30th, there's no question they will be signing a max player. On June 30th at 6 p.m., they can already start negotiating with free agents, and if one of the top players agrees to a contract with them, it would be up to the Lakers to clear that space. The top players that would be worthy of that money are Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, and Jimmy Butler. Kawhi just won the championship with the Raptors and might be looking to stay. Kyrie was reportedly prepared to sign with the Nets. However, there was a report today that Kyrie wanted to play with AD for months and that he's still in play for the Lakers. Kemba has stated that he'd be willing to take less with the Hornets. Then for Butler, he'd reportedly be willing to sign with the Lakers if given the max. Between these four, there's a real possibility that the Lakers could end up with one of them, which is why it's critical that they get that max slot back. No matter which one they get, they'd only have the mid-level exception remaining to sign another rotation player, and the rest of the team would all have to be on minimum deals. Pretty much any one of these players would put the Lakers in the same position of need. It's just a matter of which one they'd be able to sign. If, however, the Lakers don't get that max money or none of them are willing to sign, they'd have $27.8 million or so to put a team together. The Lakers desperately would need shooters, some perimeter defenders, and also a point guard. Danny Green has been the most popular choice for them ever since they acquired AD, as he's a great catch and shoot guy and an elite perimeter defender. Someone like Malcolm Brogdon would also be a great fit, as he's also a great shooter and can handle playing the point guard position. There's also been consideration of JJ Redick, as the Sixers will have a hard time keeping him if they also want to keep Butler and Harris, which makes him a real possibility for the Lakers as a knockdown shooter. $27.8 million or around that number is plenty of money to get 3 solid rotation players, which is a minimum of what the Lakers need given that their roster has 3 or maybe 4 key players. Regardless of if the Lakers get a max free agent or not, their roster is bound to be pretty short-handed in terms of depth. They're not going to be 9 or 10 players deep like they'd want to be, which was the price they paid for a player of AD's caliber. The goal really for them is knockdown shooters to support the dribble penetration of LeBron, as well as the dives to the rim from AD and Kuzma. It should be pretty interesting to see if they can get the Pelicans to wait until July 30th and what players they end up with. That's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see daily content like this throughout the offseason, then make sure you subscribe and drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.